Jayson, when you guys have had turnover problems in the playoffs, is there certain things that happen that you kind of go back to and say, we need to do this differently, or has it been a variety of things that has caused that when you guys have had high turnover games?
I think rim reads, right? Getting too deep in the paint and not seeing the kickouts and trying to kind of force the drop-offs and things like that. And usually there's always somebody open. So just reiterating that in the film session and just being better at that, tomorrow.
Joe, go ahead.
Ime shared with us this crazy stat about turnovers and what your record is when you commit 15 or fewer, and then what it is in the playoffs when it's more than that. Do you, as players, do you feel like turnovers are what is beating you? And then how do you balance going out there trying not to turn the ball over with playing as hard as you want to play?
Yeah, I mean, turnovers are a big part of the game, especially when you see how many times we turned it over and how many points they scored off that. You just think if you could limit those turnovers, you could limit a lot of those points. The stat about, basically, we don't turn the ball over, we give ourselves a better chance to win. It's not rocket science. So it's just a matter of, doing that more often than not.
Next question in the middle.
Jayson, I'm guessing this is kind of related to your first answer, but how do you guys create more quality looks around the basket? You guys really struggled to score on 2-pointers during that last game and really generate quality shots. How do you guys do that moving forward?
They're a really good defensive team, so maybe turning down a good shot to get a great shot. It may not be the first, dribble drive that you get, maybe the second one or the third one. And just having the patience and, knowing whatever's going on at the time to, just try to get the best shot possible each possession.
Question on the right. Yeah.
Okay. Jayson, you're not a talkative dude on the floor, but there's been a lot of talking. Can you be a talkative dude on the floor when guys are literally trying to get in your head and be physical with you? Do you say, hey, man, don't do that again? Like, what is kind of your guidelines for behavior on the floor when it's obvious that, especially in game 2, that Draymond was trying to shake you guys?
What is it? I don't know. I just go out there and play basketball, right? I'm, I guess, on the quieter side. But, I do talk to people that I know, right? If I know you and we got like a relationship, a history, on the floor, I talk to you. I'm all about being competitive and all those things. And, if you say something to me, I'm going to respond. I'm not an instigator and things like that. I just go out there and play. At the end of the day, it's basketball, and you got to understand what, certain people are trying to do, take you off your game. But, I love that part of it, whether I show it or not, I enjoy the competitive part, the nuances and things like that, that, everybody may or may not see that go in between the lines. That's the fun part about it.
Question on the left here.
Hey, Jayson, how is your evolution in the NBA, evolution of coming up, bouncing back from a loss or bouncing back from a bad game, how has that evolved over your NBA career?
I don't know. You have a bad day at work, the next day you want to have a better day at work. I think everybody can understand that. You lose a game or don't play well, you want to come back and have a better game. And I'm sure everybody can relate to that, whatever you work at. It's all the same.
Question back right.
Hey, Jayson, switch gears a little bit. Obviously, there are a lot of fathers in this league, and we see their kids around them while they're at work. And clearly, we see Deuce around you a lot. And I was just wondering, besides you loving your son and love being a father, is it more intentional in the fact that maybe when Deuce gets older, you want him to see how involved you were while you're doing your job? Or do you want to set an example for fatherhood?
That's a great question. I think when 2017, when I got drafted and I didn't have Deuce, but he was born in 2017. So that was like, the biggest year of my life, right? I'm, starting this new chapter in my career, and I just had a child. And my mindset was not to sacrifice either, that I was going to be the best father I could as well as the best basketball player. And there was no guideline, or there was no, exact way to do it. It was all about what was natural. And I think that's what it is. I just do what's natural, and, I'm around them every day. And, I think being able to go through this journey together, because I was 19 when I got drafted, and, it's kind of like we're growing up together. And as he's gotten older and I'm going through my career, sharing these moments and experiences together, as we grow up. And, I think it's the coolest part for me. So I don't know if it's intentional as much as it's just natural in what we do. And I realize that I do have a platform and things like that. So if I am a role model for young fathers around the world, that's great. I think we need more role models like that. Just to, have more male fathers be present and things like that, and show that, you can do both, regardless of wherever you work or whatever your profession is.
Last question on the right.
Hey, Jayson, you're obviously very intentional about a lot of the things you want to do, including that and what you wanted to accomplish in the game. And I'm wondering, what has the finals experience and this whole run been like as a superstar player compared to what you expected and all that has come with it?
It's been a lot. This is a dream come true, playing in the finals. As a competitor, this is what you work for, right? You want to be the last team standing. You want to hold up that trophy. So I think to have a golden opportunity, right at your fingertips, just taking full advantage of it. You don't want to have any regrets. When it's all said and done, win or lose, you want to feel that you gave it your all. And that's all you can ask of anybody. And, a lot of people want to debate. I guess you just comment about the superstar, whatever that means, right? I'm sure that I've seen there's a huge debate. Is he a superstar? Is he not? I want to know where that came from. Like, did I tweet that? Did I ever say that I'm a superstar? Or, I'm on the verge? Like, that never came from me. But it has been a big deal this last year and a half or 2 years. And I see it all the time. And there's always been a question in the back of my head. Like, I wonder who spoke on my behalf or said that, or why that was such a big deal. But, if you win a championship, they can debate a lot of things. They can't debate whether or not, you're a champion. So, obviously, lost the other night. And just looking forward to bouncing back tomorrow. First final games at home and at the Garden. It's going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to it and enjoying this experience.
Thanks, Jayson.